I made a post on an account dedicated to talking about Nigerian and African history, basically. And then somebody made a comment that, what if there is nothing to teach about African history? But I want to say that that is a lie, because there is a lot to teach, there is a lot to learn from both. For you, number one is for you to know that Africa was the greatest in the world first. Two, for you to know what led to the downfall of Africa. You need to know. So these things don't repeat themselves again. At least you learn from it. You need to learn from who were the people that took out our leaders. That took out our leaders that stood for good. Why is it that you begin to ask yourself that why is it that every African leader that stood for good died mysteriously? You begin to ask yourself. Then you just begin to have deep connection with your roots and know the truth. You learn to know what made Africa prosperous before and what led to the downfall of Africa also. And when I'm saying Africa, I'm talking about different groups in Africa, because Africa is not just one. We have different groups. What led to the rise of kingdoms and the fall of kingdoms? What led to those things? And the information you know about those things can affect decisions you are making today, both internationally and interpersonally, right? Connecting with your roots will help you know that my village where I am from is very important, and I need to invest back in my village where I am from. Okay, how can I invest in back in this country? Where you are going to work for them, which is not necessarily bad. If you are not thinking of how can I invest back in this place, not in buying land, but investing truly. If you're not thinking of how to, those people will come, they will buy, and then you won't have any place to come back to, because they already own all the lands. They own all the companies. They own all the resources. Other people from outside. Knowing your history is very important. Don't allow anybody. This is what they want. This is exactly what they want. An African making statements like that is exactly the successful ambition of the white colonialists that came before. It is the success, like that's the peak of success of colonialism. The peak of success of colonialism. Colonialism now that they are not forcing you, but you choose to be colonized.